Hi. So I have quite a day of cooking. Well, it's almost noon. I should say an afternoon. Wow. Well, where do I start? First of all, we've run out of food. Like our freezer meals are finished. So my plan this week had been to make freezer meals, but then we've been invited for a function and I've been requested to make the pastries and the cookies and all, which I absolutely love. Okay, so now I had to choose. I have to prioritize that because I only have today. So I had to choose either making the freezer meals or making the snacks. But because we don't have food, I want to make some bean stew and also some beef stew. That's the side show. The main thing is I am making lots and lots of snacks. I have I have 7 snacks, 7 different types that I want to make. Okay? But there's also something very exciting that I want to do today. Just give me a sec. These beans have been soaking overnight. I want to put them in the pressure cooker. Then they can be boiling as I start making the snacks. And then later on, I'm going to sort of like take a brief break. And then I'm going to stew them. At some point, I'll also put beef in here and boil it in the pressure cooker as well. But that's not the most exciting part. I'm coming to that. Let me finish with these beans, then I give you my full attention. So I've been working on a series of trying to see how we can make an extra coin here and there. Okay, so something easy that moms can do, whether you stay at home or whether you work from home or you're employed. So my plan is some of these snacks I'm going to make, but they're actually going to be for selling, okay? So I'm making snacks for the function, and then on the side, I'm hoping that once people taste the ones we have made, they'll want to buy a few and take home, all right? And the other thing that we've been really working on is teaching our kids about money and finances and how to make money and everything. You know, our kids do chores around the house. So some chores we pay them for and some they do because they live here. You know, you have to contribute. So what I'm thinking is we're going to also use this opportunity for the kids to learn how to sell, okay? So my plan is to make the snacks, and then when we go to the function, I'm going to ask if the kids can get like a small table on the side somewhere, and then they can sell. I just want them to practice or to get first-hand experience on how business is done. The first thing I want to do is to make the things that need proofing, so I can put them aside and they start proofing. So less yapping, more working because it's going to midday. Wow, yeah, I'm a bit worried honestly about the time, but the good thing is most of these snacks I can make them with my eyes closed, so that should make it go faster. My dear, go bring me my measuring cups. Thank you. Thank you, you're so kind. The thing I'm most curious about is how much money we're going to make and how the kids are going to sell. Are you looking forward to selling? And making some money? Okay, how much money do you want to make?
2 billion a quadrillion.
2 billion a quadrillion? Or just from selling snacks? You're a man of faith. I like it. So I should probably call this video how to make 2 billion a trillion for your children in one day. We have really been wanting to prepare our kids for, of course, everybody wants to prepare their kids to thrive in the future. And one thing that my husband and I are such deep believers in is to not just rely on employment. As in, we can definitely see how the world is right now. Everything is changing. I am fully employed. However, you all know that I have had my hand in business. My husband as well has been in business since I met him. Okay, although he is a professional in another area. So for us, like, business runs deep in our veins. I would like our kids to also have that option. So I'm really looking forward to see how they are going to sell. Like our last born son, you see this one who's saying 2 billion a trillion. This boy has such an entrepreneurial bone in him, as in, like, he has been asking us for like at least for the last 6 months, like, I want to do something to make money, I want to do something to make money, I want to go wash the neighbor's cars. You're like, my goodness, this is Nairobi, it's tricky. You just don't go start knocking on people's doors and saying you want to wash their cars. No, it's tricky. So we're really excited to be able to open up this area for them. We have been talking with them about money. Of course, they do chores. By the way, if you'd like our chore chart, we normally have a free chore chart that we've created for our kids, but you can download it for free. I'm going to link it down below. But yes, okay, so that's what we're doing today. The first snacks I'm making are cinnamon rolls. These cinnamon rolls will not be for sale. These are part of the snacks that I'm bringing to the event. I'm making 2 types of snacks. So there'll be the ones that will be like sort of like our contribution. Most of them will be our contribution to the event. But we have also requested the guys who we are going to go visit, because there's going to be a lot of families, if they would be okay with us setting up like a small booth where the kids can open shop, like just like for an hour or two later after all the festivities are done. And you just wait, because I was literally shocked. As far as the series we're doing is concerned, the video we did last week, I was sharing how I started working on it. By the way, I still haven't done my exam for the transcribing job that I have applied for, because so much has happened. So many wonderful, amazing things happened last week. We filmed them. I have not even posted anything about it on Instagram. I cannot wait to share with you guys the amazing thing that happened to us last week. It was completely out of the blues. So anyway, that has been pending. I've been reading my notes. I carry them everywhere, but I really need to sit down and do that exam. Anyway, so the series we've been doing is for just trying out different ways to make money, an extra coin here and there. And I think like making snacks for sale is so easy for us as women, especially, or as busy moms, because we're already making snacks. I'm not such a fan of buying snacks. I mean, I'll buy sometimes, but for our kids, I normally just try to make snacks at home. Oh, these cinnamon rolls. Yes, this is amazing. I made so many more. This is just the first batch. Gorgeous. But I hope you are getting ideas And especially for today's recipes, I'm going to make so many snacks that if you work at an office, like, you can make a little bit extra, you can sell to your colleagues, or you can cater for parties like we're sort of doing here. Yeah, or you can even just saving money in your own household by making your own snacks instead of going to buy. That's also another way that this can work out for you. One thing that I know is going to sell out quickly is the sweetbread. I have done this recipe for sweetbread so many times. If you're new here, hi, welcome. You can check out on our website. So I'm making this sweetbread. This one will be for sale. So this is the first thing I'm making that's actually will be for sale, because the guys that we're going to visit, I've made it for them so many times and they love it. So I know they're going to really enjoy buying. The only thing I feel like I'm struggling with is baking this loaf pans. Like, I need more. I normally feel like I'm wasting so much energy baking just 2 at a time, and it wastes time as well. So I'm going to be looking out. I feel like I can bake at least 6 loaves at a time in my small oven. Hey, you guys, I'm still believing for that baker oven. But yeah, God's good timing. Until then, I want to add 4 more loaf pans, because I believe I can bake 4 loaves in 6 in one go, and that would be amazing. So that when I'm baking bread for the week for our family in one go, like, I have 6 loaves done and dusted in the fridge waiting. I'm going to make, my aim is to make 8 loaves. I don't know if I'll manage, because I say this is just one afternoon, and this is my helper who wants to make all the money. He's so keen on helping, and he's so excited about the sales that he's going to be doing. He's already volunteered to be the one collecting the money. I have high hopes. I have high hopes that this is going to ignite the entrepreneurial bone in all of our children, honestly. Wow, look at these loaves, yo! Let me know how much you would pay for this loaf. By the way, before I show you how much we sold them for, let me know how much you would pay for one of my sweet loaves. I would really like to hear. And also, by the way, one of them is 800 grams. So let me know how much you would pay. And let me know, like, if you were to start like a pastry business, what do you think we should call it? By the way, this is something I know I could do. The third dish I'm making is colored popcorn, because it is such a hit. We love colored popcorn so much in this house, and this one will be for sale, because I feel like the parents will be happy to buy it for their kids. And you know, popcorn is it's a sort of high profit type of thing, so I'm looking forward to that. Last week we were talking about those posters that we used to have in our homes that used to say, children learn what they live. So now, my parents, as I said, were very entrepreneurial. Like, my mom was a teacher, my dad was initially was employed by the government, and then later on he was a businessman, okay? So I grew up in a business type of household. Like I was surrounded by business. So much so that I grew up wanting to start a business. Like I remember there's a time we used to bake. I don't know if I've shared this before, but you guys, this is one of my core memories is baking. We used to bake those small cakes that used to be sold for 5 bob at the kiosks. And this is way back like in Shags, okay, in Central Province. And so we would bake cakes like overnight. Each family member would wake up, like it would be like a whole production line. So everybody would work 2 hours at night. Because during the day, my mom is at school, my dad is doing his stuff. Yeah, so let me tell you how it would work. So by the time it was dinner time, the dough would have, the batter would have been made. It was something that was, it just used yeast. Yeah, so it would be rising as we're having dinner and everything. And then the first person would start baking. And then they would bake for like 2 hours. And then the rest of us would go to bed. And then they would wake up the next person. And the next person would bake for 2 hours. So you never knew where your shift was going to fall. Maybe your shift would be like from midnight to 2 a.m. Or your shift would be like from 2 a.m. to 4 p.m. It was basically we're 3. Our last one was too young. I think he was in boarding school or something. So it was 2 of us, 2 kids and 2 parents. And the last person would wake up at 4 a.m. to pack. We used to pack them in batches of 12. So that now by 6 a.m. we had like crates and crates and crates of those things. And then my big bro would then wake up and go start selling them. He was already clearly done with school. I think waiting to go to college or something like that. I don't remember. All I remember is that that's the way we grew up. So for me, making money, making stuff to sell has always come very naturally for me. And I thank God my parents gave me that experience, because right now I can say I would not go hungry. Like I would always look for something to do, something to make, to sell, or a service to do. And my brothers are like that. My brothers are all in business full time. And then I'm the one who's employed and also in business full time. It's a crazy time. Yeah. So I really hope to give my kids that kind of skill and that kind of resilience, because business calls for you to be resilient and to be self-driven and to also be confident in like what you're doing is going to help you. The skills you learn being a business person is out of this world. What we made there were peanut butter cookies, and I decided to use my food processor to do all the mixings for everything because my arms were getting tired with all the kneading. When I grow up, I want to have a KitchenAid. My dear husband, I hope he's listening to this, because I would really, really love a KitchenAid. I've checked for the prices. Yeah, okay. So that will come. So I made the dough for the peanut butter cookies, and that's chilling as well. And now I'm making the dough for the digestive biscuits. The peanut butter cookies and the digestive biscuits, I think, will be for sale. Yes. And then I'm also going to make other cookies that are going to be for giving. Yes. So I made these digestive biscuits. I started making them this year and I love them so much. I remember someone used to ask me for biscuits recipes. These are so easy to make. I love the fact that they use oat flour and whole wheat flour, so they're really sort of like on their healthier scale as far as biscuits are concerned, and we love them so much. By the way, you guys, let me tell you this. For the month of August, what we're going to be doing in the Motivated Mom Club, for all the ladies who are buying August's meal plan, is I'm working on a workbook that you can work on, you can go through with your kids on teaching them the basics of business and entrepreneurship. And because it's what we're going through with our kids and what we want them to learn, I'm creating a very specific type of workbook. This workbook, we're going to be selling it on our website for 2,000 shillings. But for those who buy August's new meal plan, you know, you guys, you always get a bonus. So the month of August, when your kids are at home, you can use this workbook to go through it. It's going to be for free, of course, for those who buy the meal plan. But I am so excited because we are going to be going through it with our kids, and I know for a fact it's going to help you in your family. So I'm going to put the link to August's meal plan down below, and you can check it out. So what I'm making now are the oat and raisin cookies, and these ones are going to be for everyone to share, to enjoy with a cup of tea. And one thing I have learned for as far as business is concerned is you have to give, okay? There's this lady at the place where I work. She does catering, she does cake. Her business is Red Velvet Kenya. And one thing she would do, like every time she comes to work, she would come with free samples. Like she would come with muffins for us to taste and everything. And she got so many orders, you guys. She gets so many orders. So if you would like to do something as far as pastries and snacks business is concerned, you have got to give. In business, you have to give before you gain. And yeah, so that's not why I'm giving snacks for the event, you guys. But it just makes sense that guys will be more interested once they have tasted what you're doing, you know. Look at this doll that my daughter made. I love it so much. This girl surprises me every day. Guys, I have an entire 4-liter container in my freezer full of overripe bananas. And I have really been trying to go through them a lot. So what I'm doing now is I'm making banana bread. Again, my shortage of bread containers means I can only make 2 at a time. And this is really restricting me. But this will be also part of the things that will be served with tea at the function. I cannot wait to show you guys what happened at that function with the snacks. I mean, you guys, you won't even believe it. Tired. I'm taking a break with a cup of tea because I have been cooking for I think 5 hours straight. My arms are tired. You guys know that lately the thing that I changed about making our freezer meals is that I don't normally make them all in one go. But on days like today when we've completely ran out of food, I kind of wish I could, but I don't think I'll be able to go back to those days. So what I'm doing is I'm making bean stew. And I decided, with all my wisdom, to try this thing that I saw someone doing on the Instagram, where you are making bean stew. Yes, but then you take a bit of the beans and then you blend them. Listen, stay with me. Do not go away. This will make sense in a minute, okay? Because I am such a fan of a thick bean stew. So I saw that she was like, yeah, if you just blend a bit of the beans. Because normally what I would do is I would try to mash them with the cooking stick, but they never used to get so smooth. However, now I realized that my bean stew was already quite thick, okay? But anyway, if your bean stew is turning out not as thick as you would like, because it's supposed to be like this. I mean, I love how it looks here, okay? It looks amazing. So yeah, let me know if I'm cuckoo crazy or if this is something that you think you would try. I already boiled our beef in the pressure cooker, so now it's just stewing it, which makes it go very, very fast. And this is helpful for me because, as I said, I only have today to make everything work out. So yeah, at least these 2 meals will keep us going. Check it out. We have digestive biscuits, peanut butter cookies, oat and raisin cookies, cinnamon roll, banana bread, sweet bread, and colored popcorn. Yes. I am so happy. Here is the day of the event, okay? Unfortunately, on this day, I was working, so I was not able to go with them. However, the kids came up with, we had already calculated the prices with my husband. That would make sense. But the kids are coming up with a sign, with the price list. They were excited, a bit nervous, but excited as well. One of them was actually more nervous than excited. But you see, that's a good thing because it's a new thing that they haven't done before. But mostly they were just happy to make money. You guys, let me tell you. They came up with the name Wahome Treats, and I was like, okay, that's nice, I'll take it. And then they helped with packing. I had looked for someone to give us fancy like cellophane bags, and I had contacted that person and they were supposed to deliver, but they failed me at the last minute, so we just went for these ones, and that's fine, that's okay. The most important thing was just showing them that you're going to pack them. This is how you're going to pack them. This is how we're going to sell them. My husband was weighing the bread to make sure that that the grams were there. This is all happening in my absence. You guys, I couldn't believe I was missing our kids' first debut into business. I felt so conned, but work is work and it must be worked. So they packed everything and then they left for the event. All right. This is our business for today. This is everything that we're going to be selling. Let me know if these are the prices that you guessed. So When they got to the event, let me tell you guys. So my husband got the desk and set up everything, put everything there. Went to get the camera. By the time he came back, everything was gone. People had bought everything, just those few things that you saw remaining there. And they went like that in a flash. And he was like, I didn't even get footage. So that's how we started our business. Let me know if you have liked this video. Check out this other one here about starting your online business, and I'll see you over there. Bye.